As of right now, it is 0-0, Dodgers Phillies. Now, if they lose, it could be the worst weekend possible for Philly sports, and I am praying that does not happen. Now, the Eagles, I don't know really where to start. They can never have a peaceful game, but that is not why we are here today for this video. It is the top 20 Eagles of the decade, and if they got drafted by the team back in the 2010s early, I did cut some leeway, so yeah, let's just get right into it. All right. Oh my God. Now, this guy will be nowhere near this list, but I felt as if I had to show you the opposite side of what we're looking for in this video. Now, I'm 23 years old. I've watched football my entire life, played football. I like to think I know a little bit of ball. And if you guys disagree with anything I have, just please let me know. And I'm going to be starting off with some honorable mentions. Just some guys that just didn't make the cut or I just wanted to mention. Now, even though Hassan Reddick didn't make the list, he is by far the best pure pass rusher we've had in this time frame. He was a demon off the edge, 27 sacks, forced fumble merchant. Went to Temple too, which is always a plus. Like that's just cool. Hometown kid. And although it ended sourly, I'm just glad he's having a bit of a comeback season in Tampa Bay. And yeah, next one. We have the tone setter of the 22 and 24 Super Bowl seasons. He was our just trash talk guy, getting people's face, getting their head, and turnover machine, 12 picks, 6 and 12 games in 22. He would miss tackles, but if he got a hold of you, it was going to be a big ass hit. And I'm just glad he got a ring. His pregame speech was hype, and he might come back for all we know. Now, I don't even know where to start with these two. They're making me all giddy. Now, if this video were made 5 years in the future, they'd be top 10, no doubt in my mind. But they've only played 1 year, although they were a huge part in us making the Super Bowl. Quinion just locks down the whole side of the field. Cooper DeJean is just a football player, everywhere. Can do everything. Hell, I think he could play quarterback. And I'm not going to lie. He could probably throw it to himself. And then Quinion, he just needs to work on his hands. That's it. That's the only thing. He did just get torched by Cortland Sutton. Nolan Smith, I think, also kind of falls in the category of too soon to rank. He's kind of only played 1 full year. His first year he sat behind Hassan, kind of just learning. And he's been injured to start this year, but he has 4.5 playoff sacks, and that's kind of crazy. I think he's just a dog. You can just tell by the mic'd up videos. He brings that energy, and we need that with Brandon Graham retiring. I think he's going to be climbing up these rankings as well. Looking back at this photo just makes me very sad and makes me feel things. I don't know why. Not in a good way, but looking at Darren makes me happy. He was so fucking good. His first 3 years, 3 Pro Bowls, punt returning, but the last three, he was just injured all the time, which sucked. You just wanted to see him healthy. He was just a fun watch. He was tiny, so it made it more fun. You just gotta be honest sometimes. It was fun to watch him. I feel like Jake could have made this list, but I don't think I can personally just put a kicker on my list. I can't make myself do it. It's impossible. But he's been just a steady, reliable force for us for years. 3 different Super Bowl appearances, 2 rings, and in the first 2017, that 61 yarder against the Giants, that is the big reason. That started everything. Now, the last guy on the mentions list will be Alshon Jeffrey. Now, he was always just very good for us. Never quite elite, but not bad. He would put up the 800 at least. He was a good complimentary piece. And 2017, we won the Super Bowl, obviously. He was a big reason for that. Him and Foles just had a crazy connection. 2018, he did drop that ball against the Saints, but there was a bunch of mistakes that game. Now, to get started into the list, first up, Zach Bond, number 20. Now, he has only played 1 season for the Eagles, but let me tell you, this guy is, you'd think there's 2 of him on the field. He is everywhere. Him and Vic Fangio work together perfectly. He is also one of the best peanut punchers I've ever seen. If he's near the ball and you're not holding it tightly, it's gone. It is gone. He was 5th in Defensive Player of the Year, and I strongly think that if his name was Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, he'd have won. But he just doesn't have quite the track record of those guys. And so far this year, he looks like he can keep it up. I'm not going to lie, which is very exciting to see with him and Jahad Campbell just growing together. Also, the Bald Eagle, top 5 nickname in the league. I don't really know why they call him that, though. You guys let me know in the comments, please. Number 19, we have Sweaty, Josh Sweat. He has a great celebration. Very good. And 7 seasons for us, 43 sacks. He was just like very inconsistent. I felt as if like he had to rely on other people to make him better, if that makes sense. You know, like a Jalen Carter, Fletcher Cox. He's not the number one guy that's gonna like get you 15 sacks, but he'll get you at least 8 each year. And 4th round pick too, so can't really hate on that. He also had in the Super Bowl alone 2.5 sacks and 6 pressures, so huge reason we won that game. Obviously the whole defense, but him himself was just causing havoc everywhere. Mahomes was lost. Now 18, I have Carson Wentz, and in his prime, he was must-watch television. He should have won MVP in 2017, if we're being honest, but the injury obviously happened. Foles comes in, the locker room implodes, and then he was never quite the same. He had he had empty stats, I'd say, just watching him, but he was just so electric to watch. He had to get nerfed. He was Mahomes before Mahomes, basically. And also, the trade value we got in return from him. Devontae, AJ, and Jalen Carter all somehow got because of him. Think about that. 17, I went with Dallas Goedert, and when he is healthy, he is a top 5 tight end in all aspects. When it comes to pass catching, run blocking, pushing Jalen's ass, he is just so good at everything he does. And he's 562 playoff receiving yards, which is already second all time. Crazy. He's just always surrounded by weapons too, which kind of diminishes his accolades and stats. He just looks like a caveman too, which is just awesome to see him run the ball. I like him. We've been blessed with good tight ends from Selleck to Ertz to Goddard, just back to back to back. And then coming in at 16, we have Big Don. Wait, no. That dude next to him, that demon, Jalen Carter. Now, he is so good at football. When he plays, he is a dominant force. His rookie season, he was behind Cox, so he didn't get to play as much, like half the snaps. Went up to 80 the next 2 years, or a year and a half, I should say. And he's just a defensive player of the year type player. Like, people are scared of him, literally. That's all you can say. Like, he punched Mahomes in the face, sacked Stafford in the playoffs, saved the game. Perfect D tackle for us after Cox. 15 is Devontae Smith. 4 seasons with us, and he's already our playoff receiving yards leader all time. Dagger in the last Super Bowl. Wide receiver 1 on 95% of teams. 90%, I say. Let me take that back. He is so good at football. He has 2 nicknames, Skinny Batman, Slim Reaper. His route running and hands are top 5, top 10 in the league. As a wide receiver, too. It's just a great luxury of riches to have. It does suck he'll never get the accolades and love he deserves, which, it does suck, but he did get that Heisman now. 14 is Landon Dickerson, Devontae's teammate in college and draft mate. He is a 3-time Pro Bowler in 4 years, and he has just been the perfect cog in our machine of just O-line dominance. Him, Kelsey, Lane, Mailata, just all of them together, it was just perfect with him. He's also a black belt in karate. I found that while making this video. That is crazy as shit. He is a unit of a man. He's had some recent injuries this year, which it is concerning, but not overly. And he's just going to be dominant for years to come. He's just getting better and better. Now, this may be a bit of a cop-out, putting the guards back to back, but I don't really care, I guess. Brandon Brooks, 13. Now, he played 4 seasons, 3 Pro Bowls, and he was a mammoth of a human being. And he was better than Dickerson, which is why I did give him the edge here. but he just wasn't really as consistent. Not his fault. Injury bug, just random stuff that would keep him out of his seasons and eventually make him retire with a dislocated shoulder. And it just sucks because he was an elite talent and big mental health advocate, which is also a plus. 12, the GOAT, Saquon Barkley. Now, he had the best running back season, arguably, of all time. I would say all time. Now, him and the O line, them together, it was the perfect possible match I've ever seen in my life. He was a demon the entire season. Long run, long run, long run. Playoffs, turned it up a notch. Rams, Commanders, night, night. He is so good at football. He struggled this year, but number 12 is perfect for him. First Offensive Player of the Year winner, Eagles history. I just can't wait to see what comes next with him. Now, 11, this is more about just how crazy of a turnaround he has made in his career. Obviously, he had no expectations, and he is now a second team All Pro left tackle. That just doesn't really happen. Stoutland deserves Hall of Fame just from Mailata alone. He was the first ranked run block grade and second in pass block last year by PFF. He is so good at football. He is 6'8" and can run a 4.7. He is a unit of a man. Jalen's enforcer, Jalen's protector. He is just so good at football. His rugby background just lets him just be able to run in space and just destroy people. Beautiful. 10, I have Big Play Slay, Darius Slay. Now, he provided stability, a position that the Eagles just had straight garbage at for years. It was so rough to watch. But when he got here, it just immediately, you could tell he at least could cover something. Like he was within 3 yards at least, which we didn't even have. Now, he spent 5 years here, finally got his ring his last year, 3 Pro Bowls here, 9 picks, 56 pass deflections. Also, willing to teach Quinion and Coop. That's a big thing. Knew he was getting older, so he had to teach him, and he was willing to. I love Slay, and I got to dap him up at the parade, so little bias. 9, the best Eagles receiver in franchise history, A.J. Brown. He's better than T.O., better than Carmichael. Just stop, please. He's the most talented receiver we have ever had. 3 two-team All-Pros, second team. He's just unlocked Hurts in the offense as soon as he got here. Just having that weapon and the Titans, you could just tell on Verbal's face, like, oh my fucking God. We gave who away? Jesus. He's man demon. If anyone plays man on him, you are dead. You are dying. Good luck. 8, we have Zach Ertz. Now, he was whoever our quarterback was at the time, Foles or Wentz's safety blanket. He was so reliable. He was a top 5 tight end for 5 years straight. He is 5th in franchise receiving yards and 2nd in catches. This was a toss-up between him and A.J. Brown, I'll be honest, but I went with Ertz just because of the longevity and he just game-winning catch in the Super Bowl against Brady. He was perfect for us. He loved the city, loved everything about it. He'll probably come and retire here when he's done. So, yeah, Zach Ertz, number 8. 7, Big Dick himself, Nick Foles, Tom Brady's father. Does he want to be Tom Brady's father? I don't think he does. He'd get kissed or something. Something weird. Now, he is a Super Bowl MVP. You may think this is too low for him, or too high. I mean, like, he should be 3, 4, 5. But he did have the 1 year of magical run. That was it, though, and I had to take that into consideration. He would have beat the Saints the next year if Alshon caught that ball. 4-1 playoff record in those 2 years. First Super Bowl, he's just a legend in the city. Statue outside. Him catching the Philly special, it was just a magical night. Number 7, Big Dick Nick, forever. 6, we have Malcolm Jenkins. Do you see that brand on his arm? Do you know how cool you have to have a brand on your arm and be as good as you are? He played 6 seasons for us. 11 picks, 5.5 sacks, 515 tackles, 52 pass deflects. He was so versatile and one of the most underrated players during his time. He killed Brandon Cooks in the Super Bowl, which is a big part of why we won. That was a big weapon that year for Brady. Malcolm Jenkins embodied Philadelphia, still a big part of the city. And that is why he's number 6 ahead of Nick Foles. I know that's kind of surprising, but he was a demon and one of the best safeties in the league for his entire career, especially here. 5, I have Brandon Graham, Philly staple, 15 years. That is insane. Franchise record in games, strip sack of Brady in the Super Bowl to clinch the game. After coming back from injury this year, gets another ring to finish off his career. Storybook ending. It was hard to put him below the next guy, but I had to be truthful. He came out slow to start his career, but ended it as high as anyone could have asked for in Philadelphia. 4 is Fletcher Cox. Now, the reason I went with him over Brandon Graham is just because Fletcher Cox was arguably a top 3 at his position, and I can't really say that for Brandon Graham. It was more of like a Philly love, not a league love. Fletcher Cox was a 3-time All-Pro, second team twice, first team once, 70 sacks. He has a cool-ass name. Him and Chris Long together. Think about it. Get back to me. Number 3. Now, you guys may not know who this is, but this is Jason Kelce. He's very unknown to the public eye. He's nowhere to be seen. He played 13 years for us, and he got better with age. His speech in after the Super Bowl parade, I was there. It was so fucking cool. Him in that costume, dude. Second level, him and Brandon Brooks and everyone, just the speed and he was just so agile for center. He was very different play style, but it just worked because he had that dog in him. He had that Philly dog, Stoutland. Number 2, Lane Paved the Lane Johnson. Now, I went with him because the difference between when he is in and when he is out is so night and day, it is not funny. He is our offense, and he has always been our offense for a decade. When he is in, we are good. When he is out, we are bad. He had some drug ban, but we don't talk about that anymore. Now, before I reveal this last guy, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video up until now. And if you disagree with anything, like I said, let me know. This is a place to be open. This is why I made this video. To be talked about. To be argued. Number 1, the man, the myth, the legend, Jalen Hurts. Now, the reason behind this is he is a 2-time Super Bowl appearing quarterback, a 1-time Super Bowl MVP, and has outplayed Mahomes every time he's played him. Jalen Hurts is 0-100 in what-if scenarios. He doesn't lose, only in imagination land. It's crazy. He's also very sick at getting his ass pushed by whoever it may be, pushing his ass. 49-18 as a starter. He elevates everyone around him, and he's handsome as fuck. All he does is win. I love him. And that'll do it, folks. I hope you appreciate this video, and like I said, argue in the comments, please.